get to Liverpool, Stevie, because Liverpool Fulham, oh my days, what an absolute cracker of a game. That was things starting early on with Andreas Pereira, former Manchester United player, taking the lead for Fulham against Liverpool, if you guys like, football parallels and joining them up together. But then Liverpool went down to 10 men. Andy Robertson with a straight red, words I never thought I would say, Stevie. I'm going to get your opinion on your fellow Scotsman there in that one. But let me ask you the question. As you said, they fought back to 2-2. From how you look at it, from the Liverpool perspective, is it a hard-earned point, or do you feel like they definitely should have taken care of Fulham today?
Wow. I think you could see at the end of the game by the reaction of the Liverpool players that this was a point gained. They were trying to figure out how they didn't get the win, and by this, not too far into the second half, that you kind of forgot Liverpool only had 10 men. I mean, that's how well Liverpool were doing with a man down. But Fulham they're such a good counter-attacking side. They've got pace. And Robinson, obviously, down that left-hand side, had a good game. Iwobi is always dangerous. You're bringing Smith Rowe on late. And so you have to look at it in the cold light of day and say, 1-0 down to 10 men, even at home, you're up against it. But that's not how they went about it. They went about it like a side that knows that they're capable, even with 10 men. And I think that's the key point. Obviously, getting the point is huge. But to go one behind again with 10 minutes to go, maybe not even that, and to pull it out the bag, and then by the end of the game, disappointed you don't win it. I mean, for me, it's absolutely a point towards the title. It's not 2 points dropped, considering the circumstances. And to go back to the red card, it's 100% a red card. Andy Robertson makes a poor decision. The percentages, just clear the ball. When you try to pull it down, you're the last man. You've got a Fulham player breathing down your neck. It just takes one little slip, and that's what happened. One miscontrol. He tries to recover, pulls down Harry Wilson, and there really isn't an argument. It's a red card, and it puts your team in a bit of a hole. But they managed to not claim out it completely, but they got a point. And as I said, I think with 10 men for 75 minutes, it's a good point towards the title.
Yeah, it's not often that we can say that Andy Robertson puts Liverpool in a tough position. Just reading some of the comments from Virgil van Dijk speaking after the game. He said, I had conversations with the players of Fulham and we felt like the referee was a bit nervous. He couldn't properly communicate with Robertson, I felt. What did you make of that? Did you see the referee probably not having his best game? Or is that just
how many ways can you say off you go? I mean, I don't know if you need a conversation to tell somebody to get off the field. It's a red card. You're the last man.
He knew it.
He was praying that there was going to be an offside call or some VAR interference that would dig him out the hole, but unfortunately, it was pretty clear cut.
Yeah, pretty clear cut indeed. But as you said, as we were just talking about how Everton kind of showed us exactly how you can frustrate Arsenal, especially away from home. What did Fulham show us? Did Fulham show us exactly how you can frustrate Liverpool then? Because at the moment, they are the team to beat in the Premier League.
Do you know, I wasn't surprised whatsoever at Fulham. I mean, after today, they've played 6 of the top 7, Fulham. And they've lost twice. They've lost to Villa, which they deservedly should have. And they lost to City, where they should have won. I mean, so this is not a bunch of mugs we're talking about. This is not the southern softies of mid-table Fulham who, on any given day can be pretty good. This team have been really consistent all season. Yeah. They're a handful on the break. I mean, their counter-attacking is really good. I mean, they've scored 2 at Anfield today. So this is not a huge surprise. And I said it on the show last night. I said, hey, everybody seems to think this is just 3 points for Liverpool, and it's not. Yeah. And I pointed out the reasons why. They played all the top sides and only deserved to lose once. So I wasn't shocked at the way Fulham played. They're a well-drilled, well-oiled counter-attacking side that really go at you with pace. They scored a couple of good goals. Well, tell a lie. They scored 1 good goal. Pereira, you ex-Man United, mate, took his goal really well. Second one was a little fortunate. It's probably an own goal off Gomez. But they look dangerous on the counter all the time.
I have to talk again about a certain Liverpool player because, of course, so many of them, especially Mo Salah, seem to shine for Arne Slot's Liverpool. But Cody Gakpo has just become an absolute, not necessarily a revelation at Liverpool, but would you say he's in the conversation of being Liverpool's, besides Salah, one of the most important players, if not one of the most important game changers, especially in difficult moments?
Well, I think, to be honest, there have been 2 surprises for Liverpool this year. And you rightly mentioned Gakpo, who has been scoring goals, who looks dangerous, he looks sharp. Every time he gets the ball at his feet, he's desperate to get after defenders, and defenders hate that. And so right now, Gakpo probably started the season thinking, am I going to get a game? To now, it's, to me, he starts in your first 11. The other one is Gravenberg. I mean, again today, this guy was absolutely outstanding. He's been outstanding in the middle of the park. He's asked to go to centre-back and again was just flawless. I mean, he's just so cool, confident, just makes good decisions, picks up the right spots. I mean, he has been the revelation for Liverpool, in my opinion, this year. And we saw it again today. So, as I said, I think the 2 surprises this season have absolutely been Gakpo, but 100% Gravenberg.
We're looking at the table now. Liverpool is still a handful of points ahead of Chelsea. Still, I would say, in a very comfortable position, or maybe just at least a comfortable position, Stevie. But when you look at this game, and also because we're trying to figure out if this Liverpool is the Liverpool that we saw under Jurgen Klopp, that can be title winners as well, especially under now a new manager in Arne Slot. But from what you saw today, the fact that they absolutely came from behind twice, 10 men down in the face of adversity, kind of looked a lot like they had the fight that a Klopp's Liverpool had.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think that should be a surprise. Every one of them, pretty much every one of them was there when Slot got there. And so we kind of knew a lot of things about Liverpool. But I think what we didn't know was that they could actually just drop down a gear every now and again from the rock and roll type of Klopp football to be, again, the word we always use is measured, because that's what they are. Even with 10 men, they were measured. So, yeah, I think a lot of that has to go down to Slot. I mean, he deserves huge praise. We've seen other clubs, particularly your Man United, struggle when the so-called top man leaves and they fail to fill those shoes. Arne Slot absolutely has filled the Klopp shoes. He's done it in a different way, and it's probably good that he plays a different way. I think that makes it easier for the difference to be seen. But there's no question there is a difference, and so far it's proven to be a winning difference.
How relieved are you, Stevie? How are you going to celebrate this one now? Who'd have thought? It was Stevie celebrating a point.
No, I'm absolutely. Everybody asks, are they going to win the title? And I always answer with the same thing, and it's too early. We're not past Christmas, but a performance that we saw today, along with all the other ones, I mean, this is a different performance with 10 men against a real side. Fulham are a good team, make no bones about it, and Liverpool, some would say, deserve to win it, considering only 10 men. The way they went about it. So as the games go by and the more Liverpool show that they're there to stay at the top, then the more you can look towards talking about winning championship. But right now, they're in a good spot. They're playing well. And so far, that's it. They don't give trophies out in December. That's the only thing we're guaranteed.
Well, as Stevie said, still plenty of football left to play. But for now, Arsenal seems like they've blown yet another chance, while Liverpool definitely showing their fight to just keep that stronghold at the top of the Premier League table right now. I have a Christmas party to go to now, Stevie. I'm going to go. There's still plenty of football to play. Tomorrow as well, the Manchester Derby is coming up. We'll definitely react to that on ESPN FC. Until then, it's bye for now.